This is the world. It's our world. And our world is spectacular. This is the United States. It's our country. It looks like this. It also looks like this. But it often feels like this. And remember, it really does look like this. And also this. This is Tom Moyer. This is also Tom. And here I am in Montana, or down in Utah. But right now I'm down in Utah with Tom.
Let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Emma Morgan. I'm an undergraduate at Montana State University studying civil engineering, a field I chose specifically so I can help implement climate solutions in my career path. I grew up in Ogden, Utah, and saw the droughts and inversion getting worse and worse year by year. I knew I had to do something to be part of the climate solution. In high school, I got more involved with environmental groups and participated in learning in any way I could. One of the people I met was no, not Tom, Regina Pastilli, but she connected me to Tom down the line. Tom is the Utah State Coordinator for Citizens Climate Lobby. He's also a robotics engineer and owns a net zero house. Overall, he's an amazing guy, and I was very interested to get to know him. So Tom and I jumped on a Zoom call so I could pick his brains about everything he knows.
Hi, Emma.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome.
Catch that? No, I thought I went a little bit too fast. Here, let me go over the best parts.
You know, it's a little bit of everything that we do, but I guess the first priority has to be taking care of the individual chapters within the state. So we have, I don't know, 6 of them that are sort of running and functional, and 1 or 2 more that are in various stages of starting. Salt Lake City is the big active chapter, right? That's at least half the activity in the state, and they need no help at all. Right? I can just like go to meetings and watch them do their thing. They don't need anything from me. But then we have a lot of smaller chapters. We have one in Ogden, we have one in Logan, we have one in Park City, and they're much more like, you know, they struggle to get people to meetings. They struggle to get people to sign up for stuff.
Yeah.
They have more turnover, right? So somebody new will come in and be super enthusiastic and help run the chapter, but they've never done it before. So there's a lot more helping with those smaller chapters.
Mm-hmm. Has it been progressing though? Has it been getting bigger in those areas?
Yeah. And now we've got a student at BYU helping to restart up a Utah County chapter. I mean, things are going great. Maybe 6 months ago, I would have been like, the Utah County chapter is kind of falling apart. The Ogden chapter is kind of falling apart. I don't know how to help. But now I would say that those 2 are going great.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. And then sort of, you know, on top of that, it's just being aware of and helping wherever I can with everything we're doing, lobbying every one of our federal members of Congress, lobbying the state legislature, writing letters to the editor, talking to, you know, editorial boards. There's a ton of stuff going on, and doing it quarter time is like, it's triage, right? I can't. There's always more to do than I can possibly do. I was teaching elementary school science, and we did a big energy project at the school building, and ended up just we fixed so many horrible things about the building that people didn't even know were wrong with it. And so I wrote an op-ed just about this success story of like, look, you can make an environmentalist and save money doing it. Not everything has to cost money. Sometimes there's just free opportunities. And then in my op-ed, I tied it into climate change and said, like, we need to start doing not only the easy things, but also the hard things. And then CCL is really good at like having people scour the opinion pages for people that might be receptive. So they reached out to me and said, you should come check out our group.
Wonderful.
And I did. And the first thing I asked them was like, are you talking to Republicans? Because I think a lot of these environmental groups don't accomplish much because they're not willing to reach out beyond their own community. And the person I asked that of said, oh, actually, I was in Congressman so-and-so's office last week. I was like, well, sign me up then. I mean, yes, it is. But partly, I think I've accepted like, okay, I can't do a perfect job. I'm not, there is no such thing as doing a perfect job. Anything I do is better than if I weren't doing it. Yes. Right? Whatever I do is helping to move the ball forward, and that's going to be good enough. Politics these days are so darn tribal. It's really hard for anybody to like stake out a unique position separate from the tribe. And they have to. If we're going to fix this problem, we can't flip the whole tribe at the same time. We have to have leaders. So it's finding the people who are willing to stick out from the crowd and are also sympathetic to the goal. It's definitely going to take more than a couple to get anything meaningful passed.
Yeah.
But I think getting a couple is way harder than getting a lot. Getting the first couple, and we've already gotten the first couple.
Really?
Oh yeah. When I started doing this 6 years ago, there was no Republican in Congress who would even say the words climate change. That was absolutely taboo. And we're well past that barrier now. I mean, we're to the point where Kevin McCarthy in the House is saying the Republican Party needs to have policies to offer. And John Curtis is saying, look, we're going to lose an entire generation of young people if we don't like offer solutions to this problem. Mm-hmm. So their solutions are still nowhere near ambitious enough for me. But I mean, the progress is incredible.
After talking to Tom, I realized I can be part of the climate solution with civil engineering by developing new technologies, bettering our infrastructure, and updating our urban areas, but also that I can and I need to push our government into climate action. We can only do so much without our government. We need them to set rules and regulations that will help initiate change in our country, but also throughout the world.